Yo, what is going on, guys? Today we are playing some more NHL 17 and we are finally getting back to these can we win a Stanley Cup in the first year with X team. As you guys know, we was planning on doing all 30 teams. The NHL 18 beta came out, got a little sidetracked, but we're ready to get back on the horse here today. We are on the Colorado Avalanche. That means, like I told you guys before, we are going in alphabetical order. So that means we've already done Chicago, Carolina, teams ahead of them. So if you guys haven't seen those episodes and you want to see them, there should be a playlist for them. If you don't, no big deal. But we're going to try the Colorado Avalanche today. And boy, do we have a task in front of us. Finished last place in the league last year. Couldn't quite pull out that #1 overall draft pick, though, in the lottery. So we have ourselves a little bit of work cut out for us. I mean, I like to think we got Duchesne, we got McKinnon to work with. So we got a decent looking core. We just got to build around it, obviously. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. Here is what we do have to work with, and we need to do a lot of work. We got Landeskog, Duchesne, and McKinnon. That's about it. We're rocking a bunch of 82, 83s. We do have an 84 overall Soderberg, but that is it. We have a lot of work. Johnson, Barry on this first line D pairing. Though defense, it could use work, obviously. We could get a better third line D pairing. Well, obviously a better second line D pairing. Push those guys to the third line. I feel a little bit better with that. But then I think we have, what, an 86 overall goalie? Yeah. I do want to try something different this time. I want to try and make it where we get a big fish. Maybe a couple big fish. The way it's been going lately is the fact that we haven't been doing too hot in these Stanley Cup runs. We've been getting to the playoffs, but we don't get too much farther than that. So I think we need to try to make a run. We need to try to get some big fish. Something we rarely ever do is go right after a big name player. And we're going to do the impossible. And you guys are going to absolutely hate me, but we're going to try to get a guy like Steven Stamkos. Why not? You guys are going to be like, oh no, not realistic, no. But that's alright though, we're going to make it work because, hey, it's a video game and I'm trying to mix it up. We haven't won a Stanley Cup in like ever. I think we've won one the entire time doing this. So we got to try something different. The 87, 88s overall range, they're just not working for us. So let's see what we got here. Would we like to give them McKinnon? I'd much rather give them Duchesne because, you know, a little bit more realistic because they are trying to deal Duchesne. But Duchesne's an 88 overall, McKinnon's an 87. They're both medium elite potentials. How much are they going to grow over 1 year is all we're looking at here. I think we might deal McKinnon because look at him. He is actually more expensive too. Believe that or not, he's got a higher contract. Not much higher, but it is higher. And we do need to worry about that salary cap. All right, so Stamkos for McKinnon's never going to go through. Man, I want to. So badly do I want to take some of that salary cap off. But they're not going to let me have any of that. There is no way they're going to eat any of that contract. But I might try it anyway just for a good time, you know? What do you have to lose, right? We are going to have to take a hit, though, on that third line. Maybe we can find a better third line center other than 84 overall, because right now we are going to take a hit, and we're going to throw him Soderberg as well. Soderberg, whatever. However, I like saying his name, Soderberg. I like some of everything, just to mix up. Maybe you never know. Maybe as a child he wanted to be called Soderberg or Soderberg or both. Not even just one or the other. Maybe he wanted to be called Soderberg. You never know. Again, it's one of those things, I always wonder, Stamkos is a little bit younger, but I was thinking with Malkin or somebody like 30-some. How many draft picks would you give up for a guy like that, for a guy like McKinnon? Because if you think McKinnon can be a first-line center, which, you know, maybe you do, maybe you don't. He's 21. He's going to be good for another 9 years. Where's a guy like Malkin? This is Stamkos again. Where's a guy like Malkin going to be in 9 years? Would you rather have McKinnon at 30 or Malkin at 39 kind of deal? I don't know. That's kind of how I think of it. I know he's 30. A team like the Penguins want to win now. A team like the Lightning probably want to win now too, though. So I can understand it, but at the same time, it's like you're not losing. Okay, you're losing a lot. I'm not going to say you're not losing a lot from McKinnon, but come on. I'm just trying to get your players. That's all I'm getting at here. If you could just give me your players, that's all I want. What if I throw on a second-round draft pick? I can't throw too many. I need to buy other players still, Tampa Bay. You got to feel bad for the bad teams too, man. You guys just ain't going to do it. Who would like to part ways with their best player? We're going to try Malkin. I know they won't give us Malkin, but I'm going to try Malkin. Come on, Malkin. What do you think? Look at that low trade value. They devalue you. They only have you at elite and not franchise. Like, come on. The disrespect is real. What if we take away a first-round draft? Look how much bigger the bar is. I'm going to do it. A first and a second. I'm not even going to mess around with you guys. No messing around. Just take my player. Trade accepted. That's what I like to see. Thank you. Malkin, McKinnon, gone. Take it. Maybe we just paid too much. We may have just paid too much. I don't know. It's up for debate. But we saved about $5 million in cap space. That's a bonus. That's a big bonus. We could use that for places elsewhere. I want to get a goalie still. And I don't think I'm going to hit the lottery twice, but I'm hopeful that we can hit it twice. What kind of goalie do they want to give up around here? Really, I don't think anybody wants to give up their goalie. Nobody ever does. I always try to get an older goalie, a guy like Pecorine. But even though he's older, he's 33. He's a 91 overall, and nobody wants to part ways with a goalie like that. But we're going to try to make it happen. I can understand it. I can understand in the goalie logic. But when he's 33, again, this is where I bring up the 33-year-old thing. Where will he just had a great year, so this is an irrelevant argument, but where will Pecorine be in, say, 2 or 3 years? 35, 36 years old. I mean, yeah, he could still be a solid goalie, but is he going to be an elite goalie compared to maybe if I feed you guys like a first-round draft pick or two? Come on, tell me that wouldn't tickle your fancy a little bit if I threw you 2 first-round draft picks for a guy that's 33 years old. We'll even give you a replacement Varlamov. Maybe Varlamov's not as bad as you think he is, man. He's just got a bad defense in front of him. 2 first-round draft picks, Varlamov. I'm trying to sell you on Varlamov. I want to make you eat some contract. Do it. Send it. Trade rejected. It's not very interesting. It's very interesting. You need a goalie. I think you want some draft picks. They don't actually want any draft picks. That's a lie. Let's find somebody they want then. It's not very interesting to them. Let's interest you guys. Who doesn't want Jost? Who doesn't want... All right, you want a defenseman? All right. We'll throw that on the meat table. What do you think about that? What do you think about that, Nashville? I knew you wouldn't like it. Man, if we give you Rantanen, we're just selling the entire team. But he's low elite. Is he going to play in the first line? Probably not. So is he going to grow? Probably not. We might be able to find an 82 overall somewhere else much cheaper. Same with... Grigorenko. As much as I hate to say it, we could try it. They got trade value. We're gonna have to fill those voids somewhere else, but we're going all out right now for Pecorine. That's all that matters. Send it on over and accept my trade. It does too meet team needs. I don't want to hear about it. We gave you 2 players you want, some draft picks. What can you possibly want other than that? We 25% of that salary off for you. Now you like the trade, right? No. You got me, Nashville. I'm throwing on another draft pick. 3 first-round draft picks, Varlamov, and a defenseman prospect that's going to be good for you guys. And you won't take this trade, I bet. Come on. Think about the future you're building here. 3 first-round draft picks? Get out of here. It's nice doing business with you, Nashville. At least I tried. What about you, Snyder? It never makes sense why teams don't want to just send me their players. All I'm asking for is your franchise goalie. It's not a lot. I'm going back down to 2 first-round draft picks for you there, Snides. Come on now. Pretty fair trading. Gonna mess with the salaries. You don't want that. You have first-round draft picks on a trade. You're a rebuilding team. EA, fix your game. Please and thank you. Putting these guys on a trade block. These guys are rebuilding. That'd be a great idea for them to dump Snyder right now. They got some young and up-and-coming goalies. I think they want Varlamov to fill that void right now, and they just don't want to let any of it happen. Not happy. I'd tell you what, these EA GMs would make some brilliant GMs because somebody would potty the bed if they could get 3 first-round draft picks, Varlamov, and an up-and-coming defenseman for Corey Snyder. And these guys would reject. I get it. Quote-unquote franchise goalie. Snyder's in his 30s. The Devils are rebuilding. Are they going to have a good year next year? No. 31. Maybe next year after that. Maybe. Probably not. No offense to the Devils. But in their expectations, do they even expect to be good in the next 2 years as far as being a Stanley Cup contender? I don't think so. Then Snyder's 33 years old. 3 years down the road, you could have just used all 3 of our first-round draft picks and built a very solid team and possibly found another goalie. But I think you're doing good. I wish EA would just... why is it so hard to get players? Like, look at the value. Everybody has a price. You're telling me if I sent you 3 first-round draft picks for Snyder, a D-man, and yeah, Varlamov, not really something to brag about, but he's 28 years old. You don't know what he's got in front of him. His defense is just not good. He's not a terrible goalie. He's solid. But you wouldn't do it. All right. I hit some button you're not supposed to hit, and I don't know what happened. Oh, nice. I feel like it's literally impossible to win a Stanley Cup with the bad teams in this game that don't have a good goalie because, first of all, the goalie kills you so badly in this game for having a bad goalie. And second of all, EA don't let you trade for any of the good goalies. So let's try to get Freddie Anderson and take a whiff out of here. He's elite medium potential. Maybe he can grow a couple overall points throughout the season. But I sure as heck don't want to give you this many players. I don't even want to give you 2 first-round draft picks. Would you go a first in Varlamov? I highly doubt him. But we're going to try it. Yeah, that trade's way too lopsided in my favor. Let's give it a good try for a good time. Yeah, I didn't think so. Good news is they won our draft picks, though. 2 first-round draft picks for Freddie Anderson, and you said no. I think what I'm going to do as a GM, if I ever became a GM of an NHL team, I'm going to draft a goalie every single year in the first round for like 3 years. And I'm going to have all these elite goalies, and then I'm going to try to trade 2 of them away. And I'm going to get like 4 first-round draft picks for each one because that is how it works. Am I not right, EA? That is how it works. I think it'd be a brilliant idea. Be stacking up them draft picks. Yeah, you might be bad for a couple of years, but man, you'd be juiced with draft picks. Hopefully it's a good draft year you take those players. All right, so you don't want 2 first and a second for Freddie Anderson. What was the Freddie Anderson trade for again this offseason? I don't believe you got 2 first-round draft picks out of him, did you? I forget. Oh, right, a 30th overall pick and a second-round pick. Nice. So we're already offering well over high water on that. I mean, I get it was a cap problem that they dumped him, but regardless, it's a player with value. Thankfully, Toronto wants our draft picks. I can't fathom giving up 3 first-round draft picks for Freddie Anderson. I can't even fathom giving up 2, and I keep not taking him. I really don't want to have to do this. We're going to go after Luongo. I hate having to cave in and go after an easy player like Luongo. It bothers me. It's like, man, you can do this every single video if you wanted to, but we don't have a choice. We're trying to get goalies over here, and nobody wants to give us a goal. Like, what are we supposed to do? Literally dead in high water. We're going to give you Varlamov for Luongo straight up. What do you think? You're dang right you like that. That's a good trade right there. 86 to an 88, but I'm still not happy about that. An 88 overall. Thankfully, we have all these draft picks to work with. Now we can try to get a good defenseman. Are they going to give us a good defenseman? Probably a better chance of getting a good goalie, so let's see if we can find somebody out here. Thankfully, we are rocking all kinds of cap space. 7 million, so maybe we can work on that offense as well. I know where to go for good defense. Let's go to the Islanders. What do you guys think about that trade? 3 players you want for Hamonic. I think you guys like it. No, they didn't really like it. We'll throw on another first-round draft pick because we're good people. You know what's crazy? Look how quick our draft picks devalued after we traded for Malkin. Maybe we should have dumped them first-round draft picks early in that case because it made them go down anyway. So a second. This is way too much for Hamonic, but I don't even care. Take it. All right, fine. We're done. We're done here. We're giving them 2 first-round draft picks in a second. I think we explained this enough. See, this is my problem with you, EA. I have a hard time believing another team that's struggling, rebuilding, doesn't want my future players right here. But hey, we'll make it work, EA. It's all right. Enough complaining for the day. I hope you guys are having a great day. Because you know what? Detroit would have traded more players with retained salary than they're allowed to. Oh, okay. They says they haven't ever done it, though, so EA is lying to me, I think. What do you guys think? You guys like that? Yeah, you like that. We'll take it. 2 solid defensemen. Fills the gap a little bit. I think we can go and get Chara. Can we afford a Chara? I'm going big on defense right here because I'm afraid for Luongo. And we need to get another forward. But the thing is, we haven't really spent a lot, to be honest. Chara. That is you right here. Look at that calorie hit, though. Come on, Chara. Why you gotta be so expensive like that? Francois, the one everybody gets trade offers for like every single GM mode. I'm glad they want him. You can have him. He's all yours. We'll even throw in a prospect for you. There you go. Oh my goodness, you'd be over the organization limit. Why does everybody keep so many players on your team? How about that? What do you guys think about that over there in Boston? Oh, they liked it. Steal. I just totally stole Chara. Some of these, it's amazing. You get guys that teams want to trade and you can actually get rid of them pretty easily. It's like, you know, they have trade blocks and stuff. It's weird. All right, no joke though, we need to work on our forwards like badly. So we're going to start off easy here, try to get Pasternak. We're going to give up Zadorov and we're going to give up a 2nd-round draft pick. See if we'll take that trade. They did. All right, so that's a start. We got ourselves a winger. We need a lot of players. We have pretty much traded away all of our forwards. We got 6 solid defensemen though, so we was able to give away Zadorov. I like seeing that. Again, we're just trying to heal up the wings though. So we're going to try to get Niederreiter, and we'll have to throw on a draft pick to get him too. But hey, I like where we're going with this team right now, because right now the wings and stuff was so depleted. To get just a few players is a big help for this team. See if we can get them for a 2nd-round draft pick. They don't want to deal them is the problem, so they might not take that. But they did. I like where we're going here. We're going for a bunch of smalls. I hope it works. I know we went on a big rant about not going for smalls, but it's really the only option we got. We have 5 first-round draft picks to work with still, though. Maybe we can find something nice. Alright, so we're still on a quest for, I think what we need is a solid 2-way type center on our team. Trying to build this team all around this time, really trying to win this Stanley Cup. It would be a great accomplishment to do with them Avalanche. So we sent them a first. Couple guys they want, well, one guy they wanted, they didn't really want Mitchell. We're just going to give him to him. We have to because we're in cap problem issues. It looks like this trade's still lopsided in their favor. Believe that or not, I can't believe that's all the weight that draft pick had on it. But we'll throw him another draft pick. Pretty big trade that we need to make right here, I think. So 2 firsts for Jordan Staal. What do you guys think? No? Alright, I'm feeling it. I can't believe I'm getting up more than 2 first-round draft picks for Jordan Staal, but still, like I said, I want to make sure we can get a good defensive and offensive team. Trade rejected. That was rude. They didn't even really leave a comment for that one. What do we ever do to you guys? Alright, quick question. Who does this? Who gives up 3 first-round draft picks for Jordan Staal? Raise your hand. Right, I'm the only one raising my hand. I got it, but I'm doing it. And they didn't take it. Okay, that's fine. The EA just doesn't want us to build a good team, I think. That's all I got out of this. So we'll take our talents to Leon Draisaitl. Once again, 2 first-round draft picks. They didn't want it. I think nobody wants to give us anybody. They just don't want to deal with us anymore. Pretty sure we've gotten Draisaitl for far cheaper than 2 first-round draft picks before. I'm just throwing it out there. You know what they say, when in doubt, fleece your own team. Let's go Dubinsky. We're only asking for a 3rd-line center. I don't want to waste 3 first-round draft picks on a 3rd-line center. That is where my problem is here, especially on 86, 87 overall for 3rd-line center. Like, really? Come on. We'll take 2 first-round draft picks. What do you guys think? Trade rejected. They laughed at that one. Oh, they don't want to retain the salary. That kills us. We can't afford not to let them retain the salary. We don't have a choice. You have to retain the salary. All I can do is offer you more draft picks. Really, we can't not let you take the salary. Thank you. The second round draft pick made up for it. All right, so we have Dubinsky. We have draft picks and stuff left over, and our team's big problem is we just don't have any salary cap. We got to try to get a guy like Mitch Marner. He's one of the relevantly lower guys, and they're not going to take one first-round draft pick, which is understandable. It's Mitch Marner. I'd want more as well. We'll throw your first and a second, and they took it. All right, let's go look at this team because we have no cap space. We might have to start the season with the team like it is, and if we can't win games, we do have 2 first-round draft picks in our pocket still. Maybe we can get something out of them. All right, so here is what the team is looking like. We got Malkin up the middle. We got Duchesne, Dubinsky, and Rantanen. I did disrespect Marner a little bit. I threw him on a third line because I wanted to try to keep it a little bit more balanced. We'll see how this goes. Because Grigorenko is a sniper in the game. Niedermeyer sniper. I wanted to try to keep that playmaker sniper balance a little bit. So we threw Marner down there on a 2-way forward line. So we have a whole bunch of playmakers on one line. And then the defense is looking pretty nice. Chara, Kronwall, Tyson Barrie, Eric Johnson, the Kaiser, and finally the goalies are looking a little bit not bad. Luongo 88, Pickard 83. We're going to start the season. Like I said, we'll see how our team does. We'll stop at the trade deadline just in case we aren't doing too hot, and then maybe we can make some moves to get there, then that final push if we need to. Maybe some contracts will be a little bit cheaper. We have a 93, 94, 90 though. I'll catch you guys back at the trade deadline. We have reached the trade deadline. 34 and 22. Is it a terrible record? No, but I still think maybe we need to work on it a little bit. We're second in the division. Looks like Nashville is just running away with it. Since we got them 2 first-round draft picks left, I'm going to do something I think Vancouver fans have been dying to see me do in any video, and that's feature some Sedins. It looks like they can't retain 2 salaries. What are you doing? Please? I guess we can't do that, all right? Sorry, so only 1 Sedin it looks like. That's unfortunate. I want both. I guess we're going for the left winger. What do you guys think about that trade right there? First-round draft pick. I hope you take that. I mean, you guys don't want him anymore, and we do. Go ahead and take that. Thank you. All right, that'll work. All right, so we do need a center still. So how about we make a late push here for the one, the only Henrik Zetterberg. He is, once again, a guy the Red Wings are just trying to deal away. They haven't been able to send him anywhere. Maybe if we interest them with a first-round draft pick, they retain a little bit of salary. They'll like that trade. Detroit would have traded away. Oh, my goodness. Too many teams with a retained salary problem. All right, we can't do that either. I do think it's very important that we go and get a center, though, because we're rocking Rantanen in there on the fourth line, actually. And I don't believe he's very good at the centerman. So we're going to try to get Wenberg off the Blue Jackets. And we're going to offer him first-round draft pick. I think it's a pretty solid-looking trade. And they took it great. All right, so that's about all we can do. We literally have no draft picks left. We have no money. So this is what our team's going to be. We gained a Sedin and we gained a Wenberg. I think that's a pretty good addition to the team this late in the year. So here's what we're looking at now. Wenberg on that 4th line by himself. Playmaker. Got a couple 2-way forwards. So that helps a little bit too. Hopefully that can help us out. The defense didn't get messed with. The goaltending obviously didn't get messed with. But the defense is pretty stout looking, to be honest. What's wrong with 85 pluses in 5 of them, to be exact? So there we go. Pickard's up to an 84 overall. Good to see out of him. But we're going to need Luongo to carry us to the promised land. And clearly, he does have the capabilities of doing it because Florida seems to go out there and just rake every single year in these GMs. So we're going to finish up this season. I'll catch you guys when we're done. I hope we made the playoffs. I hope we don't fall on our faces, and this should help the team out. So when we get there, we'll see where we're at. Alrighty, so the season has ended, and I think we ended up pretty good. It looked like we fell down there at the end of the season with a couple of losses, but as far as the standings are concerned, I'm pretty sure we had a solid year. Malkin dropped 75 points, so that was alright. I would have liked him to drop an 80 burger, but that's alright. 75 points out of Malkin, 69 out of Sedin. He came over here on the team, though, also. 61 out of Dubinsky, man. 3rd line power, plus 22. I like seeing that. Plus 8 out of Duchesne, 61 points. So that's nice to see these guys get those pluses out there. Wenberg, minus 18, but he played on the Blue Jackets. It's nice to see a lot of positives out of our team right there. We did finish the season 43 and 31. I think we picked up a few losses there at the end. That was our problem because I think we was about 42 and 26. Let's look here. We lost 1, 2, yeah, we lost the last 5, 6, 7 games. We went on a 7-game losing streak. We was in such a good position, dude. 43 and 26. 7 games in a row. We had a chance we could have had 48, 49, good home ice. But no, instead we don't have any home ice at all. We're going into St. Louis, and we got to win these games. We got to turn it around. We was on a losing streak. We're bound to win 7 in a row now, are we not? I mean, come on. There's a first win, 3-1. I expect to win game number 2, and we did not. So now it is a 1-1 series tie. We're not going to stop the simulation. We need to win. We need to win right now. We can't go out there and win the first game and lose the next 3, boys. We're playing at home. Win on your home ice. Come on, Colorado. We're going into game number 5 already, and it's almost over. Man, every year, at least we made the playoffs. I guess maybe we should have seen if we could just make the playoffs every single season, because it's not looking good. 3-3, end of 2. This is it. Lives are on the line. Score or don't score. There you go. Big score. I was going to say score or go home, but that was a good score right there by our Colorado Avalanche. There's still 13 minutes left, though. Plenty of time for these bad boys to go out there and score some goals themselves. And there's a goal by Vladimir Tarasenko. You should probably not let him shoot. That'd be a good idea. Best player on your team. How about you keep him out of the back of the net? We need to put a goal in, though. Malkin came up big for us on goal number 4. Can he do it again before time expires? 3 minutes left. Come on, boys. We need to win this game. It's not going to happen. Resume regulation. Let's do it. There we go. Game winner. Daniel Sedin. What an acquisition to the team. That's all I wanted to see. We're not even going to look. That's all I wanted to see. This video is probably already like 20 minutes long. We got to go to the next game. We got to speed things up a little bit. We're going to come back and win all 3 of these games, so we got to speed things up a little bit. Let's go. We're going to be Stanley Cup winners. That's a big shot in the arm for the team right there. Down 3-1. Now we're only 2 games away from winning this bad boy. We're up 1-0 early in game number 6. Oh, that was fun when it lasted. Latera and Yakupov beg to differ. 3-1 game. We need a goal. That's all I got to say is we need a goal. Power play, Colorado. There it is. Nicholas Kronwall coming in high in the slot. Says, I'll take that goal. Thank you. We need, another power play. Come on, boys, get some, no, keep the Blues off the power play. There we go, power play, Avalanche. Look at the shots this boy, Jake Allen, is making some saves. Come on. 40 seconds left, we got to do it again. We're going to overtime once again. Another big game here. Come on, boys, let's get some shots. Keep the shots on our end of the ice, not on St. Louis over there, letting them get shots. We want the shots. Overtime is a thriller. 2-2. 5 minutes left in our first OT, and we still don't have a goal, but we are peppering shots, and there it is. Another goal. Daniel DeKaiser. 3-2. We have tied this series, and all of a sudden, we're going to a game number 7, and we are 1 win away from coming back down 3-1 and winning this series. All right, Colorado, let's do this. You can't be doing this to me. We got to win now. There it is. 2-0 lead early. Sim the second up. Feeling good about this game. 3-1 Colorado, period 3. We're not even slow simming it. I'm feeling this team. Oh, yes. 6-2. Big win right there. Bork, Marner, Duchesne. Yakupov, get out of the back of the net. Big goals there in the 3rd period. We come out there and come from behind down 3-1 to take that series. The momentum has to be hot going into the 2nd round. We got to pick up some more wins. It's only the Dallas Stars. We got the better defense, no doubt about it. We got the better goaltender, arguably. And I think we got the better... No, we don't have the better offense. Let's not kid ourselves here. I don't know, though. Duchesne and Malkin? Sedin? I'm a big Sagan and Jamie Benn kind of guy, though. Okay, there we go. Up 2-1 in the series. Let's take game number 4. Is this already? Come on, boys. Take it. There we go. 3-1. Don't sleep on a 3-1 series lead. We should know that by now. There we go. We took it in 4. We're going to the finals, baby. Not the Stanley Cup Finals, just, conference finals. But that's a start. Who we playing is a big question. It is going to be the San Jose Sharks. All right. That's a tough team, but I think we can handle them. We're a tough team. There we go. Series tied. 2-1 lead, 3-1 lead. I like what I'm seeing. We need one more game. Once again, we're up 3-1 in the series. One more win, and we are going to the Stanley Cup Finals. Who would have like I said, don't count them 3-1 leads. Those 3-1 leads get blown more often in an NHL video game in one franchise mode than you'll ever see them getting blown, period, in the history of the NHL. All right, here we go. Up 1-0 early. That's good. This is the trip to the Stanley Cup Finals, Landeskog. Make it count. 2-3 game, 3rd period. Man, we got some guys coming in big for the team right now. The big guys are getting shut down. The little guys are coming in, making an impact. We're in the 3rd period. Power play and a goal. Power play with a goal. I'll take it. Malkin says, I'll take that goal. Thanks for offering. We look like we're on our way right here. There's only 12 minutes left. Keep them boys out of the net, and I'm feeling good about this. There it is. I'm simming up the rest of it. I feel that good. 4-3. They scored one more goal. Doesn't matter. We're going to the Stanley Cup Final. I can't believe this is happening right now. I was pretty sure we was done. We had a 3-1 series we was down in. 1st round, St. Louis Blues. And we have now went on to rally back and make it to the Stanley Cup Finals. Who are we going to be facing? The Tampa Bay Lightning. That's a tough team, man. That's a tough offensive team. We get the defense to contain them, though, I think. We didn't take any of their players. It's a 1-1 series tie. We're going to sim up. I'm not going to sim that many games up. We're going to sim up the next 2 games. Come on, we're going to pick up the wins here. We are still on a 2-2 series tie. Let's keep it intense. Game number 3. Game number 5 is a loss. We're going to the game number 6 down 3-2, but we're putting up a fight. We're going to put up a big fight, and we're going to win this. That's all I'm going to say. Quick sim period number 1. 2-0 Colorado after 1. 3-0. Quick sim period number 4. If we blow this lead, period number 3, I'm a little excited. Tied it up. Game number 7. Here we come. 3 games apiece. Luongo's feeling it. Gained some morale after that game. I would be too. Just won a big clutch game. It was do or die. And this is as do or die as it gets. The Stanley Cup Finals. Game number 7. Colorado, Tampa Bay. Let's do this. Quick sim in the first period and we're down 2-1. What happened? What are you guys doing? You guys can't be letting those guys score on us. But then again, they let Como score on them. But still, we're better than them, boys. Second period. Let's quick sim it. 3-3. Game is tied. What more could you possibly want? There you go, Landeskog. Garrison, get out of here. What more could you possibly want? We are in Game 7, Stanley Cup Finals, tie ball game in the third period. It does not get any more entertaining than this. Power play, Tampa Bay. Keep them out of the back of the net, please. That's all I'm asking for, is to keep those guys out of the back of the net. There's 15 minutes of good penalty kill right there, boys. Let's get some shots on goal. We're out shooting them this period. Oh, no, we're not. They're out shooting us this period. Who am I kidding? I got some big saves, though. We're getting some good opportunities. We're in good shape. 10 minutes left in this game. Oh, I don't know what kind of shot that was, but if it would have went in, that would have been a problem. There we go. Let's keep the puck in Tampa Bay's defensive zone right now. Nope, wrong side. 5 minutes left. I can't take it. We need a goal. Power play, Colorado. Put it in the back of the net, boys. Let's do it. Come on, power play. They killed it. Killed that power play. Can't be doing that. We might be going to overtime. Yes, we are going to overtime. Like I said, what more can you want? Game 7, 3-3. Series tied. 3-3 game. Stanley Cup on the line. Let's do it. Here we go. Take it nice and slow. Power play, Colorado. Put one in the back of the net. Good shot over there by Malkin. He couldn't get it in the back. And the penalty kill has happened once again. We're going to overtime. And the Tampa Bay Lightning did it. From a terrible shot, it looks like. Way up there at the point. I know it's semi in the slot, high slot, but he's got to make that save. Coburn on Luongo. No, that is not who scored the goal. I don't care who scored the goal because we lost. Ryan Callahan did it, actually. And an even worse angle, way up there. You got to make that save, Luongo. He's going to be feeling that one tomorrow. That is a big one not to be letting in. You cannot let that goal in. We had it. 4-3 is what the series ends up. And we cannot win a Stanley Cup with the Colorado Avalanche. Instead, we lose in game number 7 in exciting fashion, to say the least. Otherwise, though, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.